Hello, it's June 2023, and this video is inspired by something I've shared in some other videos over the many years, and I thought it'd be a good revisit. A lot of times, people assume that because someone is convicted of an alleged crime, they must be guilty or guilty of something. I've stressed this many times. I've highlighted the daily plethora of innocent people being convicted every day. And one of the things that's really difficult for people, especially within the system, to grasp is how someone can be wrongfully convicted. And I remember the time when after I was wrongfully convicted, having to talk to a probation officer who wrote to the judge, and that was going to be put towards my sentencing, that I did not accept responsibility for my alleged actions that I was convicted of. And that's a default when you're dealing with any governing body, especially governing bodies that are dealing with the courts and everything else. And I remember when I was talking to the so-called probation officer, trying to explain that, the evidence of my innocence and everything else, these people don't care. And this is how wrongful convictions, people who are wrongfully convicted, get dragged through the system. And, there are people who are in prison for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And I think there's even a few cases, 50, 60 years. And sometimes even people have passed away, and then it's like, something, we were wrong. Which, who cares at that point? But all these people are convinced, well, yeah, you were convicted. And you must have been something wrong. And it's really hard thing to swallow, to read something like that from someone even within the system who assumes, well, yeah, you're not taking responsibility. I've said in videos over many years that if you do something wrong, you take ownership for it, and I take ownership for when I do something stupid or whatever. I'm not perfect. I've never done anything super bad, but the evidence of my conviction proves my innocence. It doesn't matter. And this is a type of thing that I have to deal with, and I'm sure everyone else who's wrongfully convicted has to deal with as well, is people just assume, because it comes from some sort of perceived authority, well, you're guilty, or guilty of something. And then that trickles down to society overall. People look at you thinking, well, I hear your story, well, I see your evidence, there's got to be more to it. Which reminds me, real quick, I remember the night when the two former officers had taken me to the police station and put me in a cell. They allowed me a phone call to some random lawyer. And I briefly tried to explain to this lawyer. And remember, I'm in shock, I'm in pain, I'm beat up, I'm just trying to figure things out myself. I said, this is what happened. And I remember the lawyer saying to me, that you're lying. He said to me, you're lying. There's got to be more to it. I don't believe anything you're telling me. Because all these people, even, at least I know for sure, the first lawyer, perhaps even the second lawyer that I had, at least halfway through, assumed that I was guilty of something. It's funny how all these people, even the Crown prosecutor, just before sentencing, when I filed my Section 11B charter argument, they all knew that I was innocent of even any peripheral allegations. And the Crown prosecutor told me that in the hallway. We got to get this over with today. But unfortunately, the judge had his own agenda. But that's a different topic. But that's what's really frustrating, is the assumption of guilt. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share.
Listen to this and write it down if you can't remember it. You're never going to outgrow warfare. You simply must learn to fight. I hear people saying to me, oh, when is it going to get easier? When you die.